Eugene. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to take it outside. It's Riley. Enough to move the chains. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Left side is Barber. Brought down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Third down play from the gun. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Running inside, it's Hill. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum. They've
had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Iamaleava completes it in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Turns it upfield. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Davison. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Trojan offense, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, it's Miller. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Handoff from the gun. Maybe some room here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Some misdirection with the counter. All over him immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Complete to Williams over the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. They're all over him. Caught. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Drops back on 1st down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Under pressure. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Deep in the end zone, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Iamaleava. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Drops back. It's Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Turning it on. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They send the tight end in motion. They go to the counter. Swamped immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Moving out to the right. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws.
Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That's caught. It's Anderson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to get away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Miller. Can't get him to the ground. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Nowhere to go.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quick give. It's Riley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Iamaleava. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes a grab and room to run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Left side, it's Johnson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Look out! Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Rush right in his face. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Riley. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. They're all over him. Got a first down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tulsa taking on the UAB Blazers. And it's the Golden Hurricane on top right now as they look to dig out of a big hole. Dropping 4 of the first 5 was no way to start a season. Perhaps they found something here today. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Imaliava. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hits inside. It's David. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit. Like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Henderson. Left side is Anderson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. This is the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And wings it incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Never a doubt. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Ducks have it with a first and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got a man. It's Mosley. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Mosley. Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. Lucky to get it off.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Making the adjustment. Iamaleava to the air again. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Absolutely perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. outside. It's Riley. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Stopped right there.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. This time they'll throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming in. Well done.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Miller with the ball. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Caught. Touchdown Trojans. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
USC 20, Oregon 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Throwing on the run. Out wide right, it's Davison. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. The run inside, it's Davison. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And after the incompletion, I know there's a big urge right now to just go for it, right? It's 4th and short. We can seize this thing. I think you just got to do the smart thing. You need a field goal. You're only trailing by a bit. Do the smart thing. Take the point. Still a lot of football to go.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's changing the play. 4th down, Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Working that left side. Running free. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Couldn't set his feet.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Running inside, it's Riley. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barber. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for space, it's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, it's Miller. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Right back to the well.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Working the ground game. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Quick give. It's Miller. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Hits inside, it's Miller. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. Just smothered on the play.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Give to the running back. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they go back on